And we're live. Hello, we're nerds. Happy Sunday. It's July 7th, and we're here with another virtual write in. Um, yeah, we talked to people last week and kind of agreed we liked the write in format for a bit. So we're going to be doing some word sprints and being productive. If you're not writing anything, please do productivity sprints instead. Just because we called it a write in doesn't mean you have to be writing. But yeah, if you're watching, say hey in the discussion section and let us know what you're working on. What is everyone here working on today?
It's going to be kind of an organizational sprint for me. I'm going to do my end of week journally checklist stuff and then try to maximize my to-do list for the coming week to make sure I don't forget anything I have to do.
Nice.
I'm kind of doing the same thing. I'm doing some scheduling stuff. I have my little passion planner that I'm filling out for the week. And then probably doing some journaling because it's been a little while and I want to get back into it. So,
Nice.
yeah.
I might try writing. My brain's kind of fried, so I might just end up reading.
Also good.
I am working on revisions tonight for my vampire book, the one that I'm about halfway through querying. I think I came up with this big revisions plan and I've been implementing it. And I think I'm at a point now where if I had one whole day to just focus on only it, I could do that. And so I got a little confident and sent a query today.
Nice.
So if I get a request, I need it done. So I really got to finish the revisions because I did. The second half of the middle is just in pieces right now. So I gotta piece them back together and make sure they make sense now.
That is a big part of why querying was never a good option for me because I would be doing that all the time of I'll finish this if the stakes are higher.
Yeah, I want to send out more queries. I only sent the one because the agent was only open for a week. And so they closed today and I was like, I really want to get this one in. I know I could finish it if I did get a request. So,
and if you waited to the end of their week, odds are they're going through quite a few.
It's at the end of their list. So, yeah, but I would love to send out some more and get the ball rolling on that again. So, hi, Misty Kate. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Cassandra. And hi, Vanessa in the chat. Let us know what you all are working on. I think we'll give it maybe 2 minutes. We'll start on 13 and do a 10-minute warm up. I don't feel quite ready to dive in.
This week I read When Among Crows by Veronica Roth. That I think Nicole's recommendation. It's a very short, I guess our world fantasy story or similar world. Very, very beautiful. Nicole was right, and I just wanted more in that world for it being such a short story. It was pretty
nice.
It actually made me curious to read more of what Veronica Roth has been up to these past many, many years.
I'll admit I have only ever read Divergent and Insurgent, so.
I read her The Chosen Ones one, and that one was pretty fun. It went a direction I wasn't really wanting it to go, where it was just we're the chosen ones again. But I did really like the beginning of that one. It's we were just all chosen ones. Isn't that weird?
Interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder, did that have a whole bunch of backstory for each chosen one?
Yeah, there was backstories for all of them, but then it turned out that there was this one big bad guy and he came back and they just had to deal with him, and it was less about recuperating from being the chosen one.
Interesting.
Yeah,
would have liked more. Yeah, definitely. I want more group therapy for being the chosen one time. Come on. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, because I love the elements that were oh, it's this weird group dynamic and it's been a long time since I read it now, but yeah, there were things I liked, and then the plot was good. It just wasn't the direction I was expecting it to go.
Go in, yeah.
All right, let's do a 10-minute warm up. I will put up the banner and start my timer.
Perfect.
And time.
How'd it go?
Well, I thought about writing.
You thought about writing?
Excellent. That's what this is all about.
I'm trying to describe a new setting, but I don't know what I want the setting to look like. And I just wish I could do like, you know, in Sims you can like design the house. I want just like that feature of like a program where I can just design a space so I can better picture it.
My pro tip here is to just pretend like it's a white walled room. It's worked great for me so far. It's never caused any problems.
I got some scheduling in and used some stickers, which was very exciting.
Nice.
Oh, I've got a new chapter, but really I cut this one character and gave the most important stuff from her plot to this other character. Because I have a lot of POVs and now I have less, which I think will be received better. So I pulled all the stuff from the chapters that I want to keep and stuck them in one spot. So
Nice.
Progress. What were you going to say, Kelly?
Oh, so I posted this in the Word Nerd chat that I was having a bit of a book emergency. And so it was that my sister had just stayed subscribed to Audible for years and did not realize it. And she'd been getting audiobooks, but not really reading them, and had 9 extra credits that we had 2 days to use before she had to pay for another credit. But that day has passed. So we are still in search of book recommendations for someone who's like not a huge reader, like those kind of like safer mainstream fiction picks. Like, oh, you don't have to be that like deep into the book world. So like romance is definitely a good one. Emma had recommended Sadie, which I think she'll love. My sister had been like very into true crime, and we're like stepping away a little bit because it's stressing her out. But I think Sadie's still a really good pick. So many audiobook credits that she really needs to stop getting more audiobook credits. You can't, like, if you stop subscribing, you lose all of the credits you'd saved up. So she cannot stop until we spend them.
Wild.
You lose the credits, but you don't lose the books when you.
Correct.
Right.
But we have she doesn't have 10 books she wants to get. She just has 10 credits.
Right.
So I've been promised 2 of them, so I need to pick a couple of books. But I'm like looking through her collection, like she already has Get a Life, Chloe Brown, and Evelyn Hugo, which are the like ones I love that she might like. She hasn't read them yet, but like my top recommendations were already covered in her hoard of books. So
I haven't read any of the author, but I know that the author is popular, Kristen Hanna. Like the
I've heard
Women
that.
is her brand new book that people really like. Like there's over 1,000 holds on it at our library system. But I think The Great Alone is one that they wrote that
Okay.
people seem to like. I think it's about like living off the grid in Alaska.
Do you think you said she likes true crime? Do you think she would like thrillers and stuff? I'm thinking
I'm
like
not
Lucy
really
Foley, who is like a big
And she's supposed to like
thriller
try
writer.
some different genres. I'm a little worried she's just gonna like we're picking out a bunch of books. She's never gonna read those either. And like Catherine said, I deliberately picked out the most expensive books to use up my credits. I tend to pick like
Yes.
the longest books to get the most bang for my buck. But my sister is not like a long book person. The last book she remembers loving are the selection books. And like she's read a couple other books since then, but that was a long time ago. Like I wouldn't even like base recommendations off of that because she was like half her age when those came out. Like it's a completely different person. But
Yeah.
so like those kind of like this is just a fun read, probably. If anyone has any recommendations, let me know. It's less of an emergency than it was when we first discovered it and had 2 days to pick all the books. Now we just have one extra book to have to buy, which is a nice problem to have when it's someone else's money.
All right, let's start up the next sprint in like 30 seconds at the 30.
Sounds good.
So, yeah. Go for 15 minutes. That feels right in my heart. Hi, Valerie.
I feel like we got a pretty good turnout today.
Yeah, we got 10 people. What is this, 2017? Andrew's working on a PowerPoint tonight. Misty Kate got an iced tea. Too hot here to accomplish much more. I feel that. I had to cut the grass today, and it was awful. You can see it. I had sunscreen 4 times, and I still got a little sunburn.
Oh.
All right, let's go. 15 minutes on the clock. In time.
I decided on some furniture that's going to be in the scene.
Yay!
I spend about half my time just enjoying Bruno's soothing
I
snores.
can do puppy cam.
Yeah.
He is down there. Having the best nap of his life, apparently. I'm slowly piecing together the two chapters and changing the POV to a different person. So just kind of like, yeah, I'll put this chunk here, and then I always do 2 backslashes or 2 forward slashes, and then just leave a note of like, this is the filler that will go here, and then here's this chunk. So it's slow going, but it's happening.
Oh gosh, decided on dinner. Can you tell me what to eat for dinner, Andrew?
Kelly's thing about Audible reminded me to go check my Audible, and I had 12 credits that piled up. So I've been like scrolling through everything and trying to find books that I want to get, and then I can cancel it.
How long do you have before your next credit?
Good question. Hold on.
Oh, that's
July
too
tw-
funny.
July 29th.
Okay, so you got some time.
Yeah. I'm gonna do it all now because there's a whole bunch of books I want.
Nice.
I got because Megan recommended a bunch, and I got what did I just buy? I bought The September House.
Yeah.
That was one of the
Yes.
ones. And Good Girls Don't Die. I think that was
Okay.
another one. Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know if you can remember anything else you recommended and that I freaked out about. I had like a picture. I had like written it down somewhere, and now I don't know where I put it.
Huh.
There was like nope.
What have you read? Like what have you been reading? What are the last
Yeah, what are
few
you in
books
the
you
mood
read?
like nothing. I have been so bad. I've only read Fourth Wing and only half of it for like this entire year. It's really, really slumpy.
I just read Cutting Teeth by Chandler Baker,
Yeah.
and it was really fun.
Good,
It's the children at daycare have Renfield's syndrome.
Oh.
The daycare kids are vampires, and the daycare teacher is dead, and all the parents are trying to figure out what's going on.
Okay, amazing.
So
Got it.
I thought I knew exactly where it was going, and then it surprised me a little bit at the end. So, and I
Perfect.
thought it was funny because these children are just biting each other. So
I only have 4 credits left.
Oh,
What else did you get?
A whole bunch of thrillers. I got everything T. Kingfisher has ever written, pretty much. 'Cause I
good call.
absolutely love T. Kingfisher.
See, my brain's going, those are such short books to spend Audible credits on.
But I'm
when you
like,
have
I didn't
12.
realize I had 12.
Taco Bell
been a
is
few books.
something, Andrew.
Ooh, I want Taco Bell.
I feel like if thrillers have been any of the big books I've loved this year.
I haven't read a ton this year, if I'm being honest.
The Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. Have you read that?
It was so
I have
good.
that.
Gotcha.
I already have it.
Kind of out of your realm, but I really liked Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone,
Oh,
which is just like a very tongue-in-cheek. It's more of like a mystery than a horror, but like I don't know, it was funny. It was like a weird kind of genre subverting one.
feel like I might have that on my shelf. I think I do.
I also loved Ink Blood Sister Scribe, which is a good like books are magic fantasy standalone.
Ooh.
Oh, I bet one of the ones I recommended was Rouge by Mona Awad. It's a horror. Where it's
Oh,
like
yes.
a cult around beauty.
This is gonna make my sister feel so much better that you had even more credit.
It is not surprising. Aha, yes. I found Rouge.
The book I read The Will of the Many. I don't remember who it was by. It's a dude author, but it was like the closest to like feeling like Harry Potter vibes sucked into a world in a good way kind of thing. It's by James
Ooh.
Islington. It's like a
Okay.
Roman inspired fantasy world.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the first book is like part magic school, but like he finishes the magic school by the end of the first book. So that's not going to be like the whole series
Is it called The Will of Many?
of the many. Yeah.
The Will of the Many. Okay. Hierarchy Book 1. Okay.
So there's only one book, and it was one that's like, oh, I wish I had waited to like, I wish there was more already. Like I wanted to just like binge the whole series, but
Bye.
I will definitely reread it when it's closer to more books.
Excellent. Well, there's
I like
another one.
God Killer. It's kind of reminded me of The Witcher a bit.
Really?
God Killer?
Yeah.
I'm just looking up everything. By Hannah Kaner.
Yeah.
A pretty cover.
Ooh, gorgeous cover.
Ooh, I already like it. Enter a land of gods and monsters, soldiers and mercenaries, secrets and wishes. Oh, for fans of The Witcher and Gideon the Ninth. Okay.
Wait a
Just
minute.
stabbing that buy
Just
button.
at you next time.
Sorry, I missed the title of that last one. What was it?
God Killer.
Sold.
Because I still have some of my sister's Audible credits to spend. So
Yes. I only have one left now.
and the nice thing is, like, you have a bit of time, like, until your month expires. Anything you've bought in the last year, you can like return stuff if you're not into it. They're very good about returns. So
Are they? Oh, I also just know that if I don't do it now while I'm thinking about it and then cancel it, I will forget and then the credits will pile up again. So.
God Killer is on Scribd.
good to know.
Or Ever and. Just as it's known now. Looks like there's a sequel.
Yeah, it's on my
It does.
old list.
Yeah.
It's also on Scribd.
We should definitely write again, but now, like, while we do our last sprint, I'm going to be looking through my to be read pile to see if there's anything in particular that sounds like Aaron.
Yeah, let's do one more sprint. We'll do a 15-minute sprint.
I'll save
Feel
my one
ready to do
credit.
it now.
See
Okay.
what-
See what Kelly's research yields.
Yeah,
This is way more fun than planning my week.
yeah.
Kelly,
What
what
was
was the
the-
Ink Sister Scribe title?
Blood Ink Sister Scribe, I think. It was really, really good. I hope there's going to be more in the series. Like, it was like all power comes from books, and it was just it was fun.
Okay, last sprint. I'm going to put the timer on. We will check back in 15 minutes. Let me do some quick math so I can add that to the banner. And go. in time. How'd that last one go?
I was looking at books.
Misty Kate is right there with you.
Heck, a lot of us.
I'm like excited for Erin to have all these fun books to read, and like it sounds like more people are gonna check out some of the books that I've loved recently. Like I want more people to talk about these books with, so please keep us posted.
Perfect.
Two that I came across I might want to read that I don't know, maybe Erin you might be interested in, and also Kelly and Megan. Home is Where the Bodies Are by Geneva Rose, Geneva with a J. It's a horror about kids coming home and finding a videotape of their parents like covered in blood, and they have to figure out like what happened. And then the other one is just like the description is kind of like, I don't know if I like that or not, but my friend read it and she liked it. It's called Someone You Can Build a Nest In.
This has been on my list for a really long time. I've heard really good things about that one.
Because like there's this
cover is
monster that like
amazing.
meets this woman and is like, oh my gosh, you're so nice to me. You don't know that I'm a monster. You are the perfect person for me to like build a nest in, as in like my children will eat you after they have done nesting.
Oh my god. Yikes.
So the two from like near the top of my want to read list on Goodreads. The first one came from Rachel, which is The Spell Shop by Sarah Beth Durst. Basically, the main character is a librarian who's had trouble dealing with people. Basically sounds like a cozy spell shop kind of things. But set after a revolution begins and a big library goes up in flames, so the main characters like flee with books of magic and all that.
Cool.
And also book related, also coming from, I think I'm Griswold again, The Book of Doors by Gareth Brown, which might, I don't know, I'm not quite sure what to expect from this one, but in the book with the Book of Doors, any door is every door, which just sounds cool.
Interesting. And Griswold, that you tried that one twice and couldn't get into it. I haven't picked it up. I just noticed that there are a lot of holds on it, so I was like, oh, I'll check it out.
I wonder how you return books if you said they're good about it.
Yeah, I think you just have to go in and like click the options or whatever, and they'll let you just give it back.
I feel like I've done it that way. Then when I was trying to read about it for my sister, it was like go into your Amazon account and look at your orders and return from there.
Yeah, because I was looking at the like settings, and there's no like return or anything. Marcus unfinished. Because there's some that I downloaded that ended up being real bad.
Yeah, so as long as it was within the last year, you should be able to return it. If you try to do a bunch, they may be like, nah. But while you're here, before you cancel and can't, move stuff around anymore. If there's something you want to return and spend another credit on, now is the time.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see if I can do that.
I got all
so the Book of Doors has been one of Anne Griswold's favorite reads of the year, which high praise.
Yeah.
Vanessa had also read it for a book club last month, liked it but didn't love it. Cute, easy read, which I'm definitely down for. And like that is the opposite of what I was worried it would be, because there was another like, I don't know, I didn't want it to be too existential. Like I just wanted it to be fun. I don't need to explore the character's angsty soul or anything. I want a door of doors.
It's on script.
Valerie says you go into your account, then purchases, and you should be able to do the return.
Okay, perfect.
Misty Kate asked, which one is the VHS tape one again?
Home is Where the Bodies Are.
I always love when chats turn into this. Everyone just recommending and spontaneously ordering and putting hold of the books.
Yes.
I'll be excited to see if any of these get you and or Megan like sucked back into books again, because it hasn't been huge reading years for either of you, and you guys are
No.
usually my recommendation people. So
Yeah, I read a few books last week, so that's something.
that
I
is.
was like,
A few, yeah.
I feel like once you got through House of Leaves, you could just like go again.
Yeah.
One of my bingo goals was to read 12 like physical books. And so I think I've done 4 of those,
Nice.
which is, I think last year the vast majority of the books I read were audiobook, which I also love audiobooks. No one could ever make me not love audiobooks. But it felt like my physical reading muscle had gotten a little weak. So that's felt nice.
All right, let's see.
And
Uh,
I got that whole chapter laid out. All I have to do is make the final changes, like all the stuff that ties them together. And I had a few minutes, so I renamed all the chapters because I had moved a ton of stuff around. And I've realized I officially cut 11 chapters worth of stuff.
Wow.
oh,
It'll end up having 10 to 12,000 words cut. So
Nice. I don't know where
hopefully
you're at
that-
word count wise, but I just am like, nice.
it was 85K. So it wasn't too long or anything, but I'm trying to speed up the pacing. So hopefully 10K less words means the pacing is a little more. Plus I shuffled things so much, so we'll see. Ooh. Cole said, I've been looking for reference books about Southern Gothic and Midwestern Gothic. If anyone has any nonfiction books about Gothic lit, I'd really appreciate a rec. I don't know any of those, but if anyone watching this at any time now or in the future has a rec, let us know.
should be able to just go to my Audible on Amazon, right? To see what I bought. Why?
Yeah, you can see what you bought there. I don't know if you can return from there.
Yeah, like I'm on Amazon, but it shows me all of my Amazon orders, including the Audible books, which is way too much to go through.
Can you search for it? Like, just find it in your library and Audible, then just search for your orders.
Oh, good. That's a good. Excellent point. Let's see.
Valerie says best to go to Audible. When I was trying to do it for my sister, I was on the app and I could not find anything where I could like actually return things.
No, I didn't see anything. Let's see.
Oh, I was looking at our community tab to double check what our chat is next week and saw that we have an exact tie between 2 craft books for our craft book club. So you all can be the final deciding voice. It's down to Anatomy of Story and The Emotional Craft of Fiction. They both got 40% of the vote.
Nice.
So
The annoying thing is I think I own both of those and they're both in like that book pile and it's just like, oh man.
just buy a second copy. It's not worth it.
But I have to pack them eventually to move, so.
No.
No.
But packing and unpacking my books is the only part of the moving process I'm looking forward to. Not moving them, just the putting them in boxes and looking at them and taking them out of boxes and organizing them on my shelf.
All right. Anyone got a strong feeling? Between
I have
the
no strong feelings today. I'm so tired.
No.
two?
I own both. One I would have to get out of a storage garage, but other than that,
Which
But
one
the
do you
other
have
one's
in
easy for you to
storage?
get to.
Yeah.
Yeah, which one is easy for you to get to?
The emotional craft of fiction.
The emotional
Have a
craft of fiction
winner!
it is. Woo! All right, this is going to be our first craft book club pick. If we like it, we'll do Anatomy of Story next.
Oh, Misty Cat voted for Anatomy.
Rip.
It's too late.
We'll do Anatomy of Story next, assuming this goes well. I'll come up with a chapter guide so that we can know. We'll probably not read a ton of chapters before the first discussion.
And the first one's, yeah, and that's not even next week. That's
No, it's for end of the month. So we got some time, but I'll post it in the community tab once we have a little guide going. Next week, we're talking about writing struggles, common writing struggles we face. Bring your writing struggles. We'll talk about them. All right. I think we'll wrap it up here. Yeah.
good productive chat, and that we all found books to read. So
Yes.
So many.
Thank you so much to everyone for being here. This was really fun. It was great to hear from so many of you in the chat. We always appreciate your insights. And yeah, we will be back next week to talk about writing struggles. So we hope to see you then. Bye.
Bye.